Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Obscure Toy Files. I'm your host, as always, Boggs, and this is Boggs' Hand. And this is a look at today at the Tyco 1988 Dino-Riders Dimetrodon with Shado Heroic Dino-Rider and Full Battle Accessories 1/24th scale authentic set. Now, Dino-Riders is one of those lines a lot of us from the 80s know about, and it's one of those unique IPs where they just don't come back with it. Like Centurions, Visionaries, and Humanoids, Mask, Dino-Riders, the Air Raiders even to some extent. They came out and then never to be seen again. They're not going to make anything else. You might get a nod to it somewhere. Mattel released a box set of like Army Men-sized Dino-Riders, which was pretty cool. It's good to see them do something with the IP, since they do own Tyco and therefore Dino-Riders. But they didn't go anywhere with that. My guess is because they are currently doing Jurassic World toys with Universal, I think is the company, and they kind of don't want to step on their toes, so maybe they have like an anti-dinosaur clause in their contract. Like, you can make only our toys, but not your own dinosaur toys. So, for now, you have to rely on vintage Dino-Riders. Now, this set has been in my collection since I was a little kid. How I got it was a pretty funny story. My mother was buying stuff for my cousin for his birthday, and she showed me that she'd gotten him this. He had not gotten it yet. She had purchased it, and it was in the house, and so she showed it to me. I remember looking at it and being like, I really want this set because I love dinosaurs and Dino-Riders. I already owned like 5 other sets before this. So I cleverly, as my little 9-year-old, 8-year-old brain could do, be like, well, you know, my cousin Danny, he doesn't really like Dino-Riders, so this would be better off with me. And then my mother kind of laughed. I was like, okay, sure, no problem. You know, obviously she wasn't getting bamboozled by an 8-year-old, but she was kind of like, she must have been like, okay, sure, Chris. Here you go. And then that was that. So I've had it since then. So if my cousin ever watches this, sorry, Danny, you lose. You snoozed, I lose. Wait, never mind. I got it, you did. I don't think he watches this anyway. So this is this isn't an unboxing because I've opened this. This has been in my collection since I was 8 years old. So we're going back like, good God, like 40 years almost at this point. It's crazy. I mean, like, it's also mind-boggling to me how the 80s was like it was many decades ago. Like 10 years ago it was 2014. 10 years before that it was 2004. 10 years before that it was 1994. And then another 10 years before that it was 1984. So you're like, oh my God. It's like, whoa, hold on a second there, buddy. You know, it just kind of wigs you out when you think about it. But it's cool to see that, you know, you can still get these things. They're very expensive, probably because people know they're not making them again. And back in the day when they would make these toys, they didn't just make like 10 of them or 10,000. They made probably 500,000 units, 250,000 units. That's still 250,000 of these things. You'd think they'd be all over eBay. So it always makes me wonder, where are all they? Where did they all go? You know, are they in boxes and warehouses somewhere, like in Raiders of the Lost Ark? And there are toy vendors just holding on to them, waiting for the day they appreciate and value so much they can buy a small island off the Caribbean? I have no idea. But until that time, I want to share with you guys this set so you get to experience what it's like to have it, even though you don't. Because you might have seen it on eBay and not had the opportunity to purchase it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a turnaround view of the box. So the front of the box has some nice artwork. We'll go into the full depths in a little bit. We're just going to take a peek around it. This is the top. Here's the top. So it's a scientific, accurate 1/24th scale Dimetrodon dinosaur. Snapping jaws open and close with the touch of a secret button. Together, Dimetrodon and his hidden Dino-Rider Shado can surprise any Rulon warrior. That's good for them. So that's the top. This is the side, which shows you the box again. Like, more of the art from the front. This is just a close-up on the Dimetrodon's head. And, you know, this kind of shows everything there. The other side of the box, this is neat, because the other side of the box has a Toys R Us price sticker on it. This thing ran my mother $8.99. Now, I took the liberty of putting this through the inflation calculator before I started this review. $8.99 in the year 1988 would be equivalent to about $23.90 today. So this is like a $23 toy, which makes sense when the box is big. I collect Transformers. This definitely is bigger than a Deluxe or a Voyager. The bottom of the box, what's the bottom of the box look like before we get to the back? Bottom of the box is the same as the top. with some Dino-Rider proofs of purchase points. I don't even know if they had any Dino-Riders premiums. If they did, I never ordered any. And then we have the back of the box, which shows a really awesome like painting poster from like this is like the first assortment. Now, out of these dudes, I had the pterodactyl, I think with Lad was his name. I had the pterodon with Rasp. I had the Styracosaurus with, I forget his name. I had the Ankylosaurus with this guy, and then I had the Dimetrodon, and then the Monoclonius, which is not shown here. So that's pretty much 1, 2, 3, 4. The one isn't here. 5, 6. I like 6. Yeah, I had a decent amount of Dino-Riders. And didn't make the really big ones because, I mean, guys, if this thing was $23, then these dudes had to be pushing like 40, which is crazy to think about it. Compare it, like when you actually look at the vintage prices of these things and compare them to like modern day equivalent, you're like, oh my god, you know, like how did my parents buy that for me back then? You know, they must have been doing. Maybe they were doing better. I don't know. The back of the box, we see if we can look at this. I'll turn the flash off so it doesn't glare. This box is very shiny. Authentic 1/24 scale Dimetrodon heroic Dino-Rider with Shado and full battle accessories. It's a war of survival in 65 million BC, the age of the dinosaur. The Dino-Riders, survivors of a devastated planet, become friends and allies of the powerful dinosaurs. Their evil enemy, the Rulons, capture and enslave the dinosaurs, shackling them with horrible brain boxes. It's a war that began in another galaxy millions of years in the future and continues millions of years in the past. Dino-Riders harness the power of dinosaurs. And I remember watching the cartoon. I have like episodes of it on tape from when they released them as special tapes. And I remember they used the STEP, which was the space-time energy projector, to go back in time. And it was an interesting show. I mean, it was enough for me. I mean, I don't know if I was little too. I mean, like I was 8 or 9. I forget when Dino-Riders first came out. I mean, this box is dated 1988. And usually the packaging is printed a year before. So this might be a 1989 release technically, which would put me at about 8 or 9 years old. So I kind of played with things. I don't know if I really had like adventures and well thought out stories. If I did, I don't remember them. Now, the one cool thing about all Dino-Riders boxes, which a lot of people from back in the day remembered, you notice this little thing. This is a little flappy doodle, because you lift this thing up and holy crow, it shows you the inside, so you can check out all the cool stuff. There's Shado himself. There's the Dimetrodon, his little cool chair. Authentic Dimetrodon dinosaur museum quality replica. And that's interesting to note because a lot of these dinosaurs, again, made by Tyco, got released as part of the Smithsonian collection. You can look those up on eBay too. And they're the same exact mold. So they just took them and remolded them, like ran them again and repurposed them from the Smithsonian. They did it with their the Ice Age line with the mammoths and the saber-toothed tigers and stuff, and they did it with the dinosaur line too. So it's actually an interesting way if you're missing a dinosaur from Dino-Riders, you could probably get it through the Smithsonian collection, and it might be a little cheaper, but I don't know if it is that way nowadays. Because everything once people figure out the tricks, they go, hold on a second, I'll make money myself. So we're going to take a look at the inside flap. It says hidden. I'm going to try to turn this. Oh my god, what happened? Oh, here we go. There we go. All right, so let's see. Hidden anti-aircraft seat springs into action. Camouflage sail shield with flip-out mega lasers. I'm pretty sure anybody looking at that's going to realize it's a Dimetrodon with a with a giant thing on its side. Whoa, is that one of those guys trying to kill us? No, it's just a dinosaur. Don't mind him. The fully articulated shadow figure, it takes aim from the removable sail shield, so it can become like a little battle outpost. That's neat. Battle action snapping jaws. Powerful doors open to close, like so before. And then it shows all the stuff it comes with. Now, this is interesting. Set contains, this is a load of crap. Okay, he does not come with these accessories. He comes with brand new, different accessories because he's a different character. Like all the Series 2 guys come with like unique stuff. Well, I don't have all the pieces because I was a little kid and lost them. So we're going to see what they look like. We're going to pause this for a second. Set this camera back down, and we're not going to pause it. Just do it live on the air. I mean, like there's no production value in my. For those of you who've been obscure toy file fans or followers, you will realize there's no production value in my show. And it's just doing things as they are. Fast and loose is the way we do it. Now, before we get into the figure, tease you guys a little bit, I'm sorry. We'll look at the comic that it came with. Now, this comic was cool because it actually shows stuff on the inside. Like there's the back here, which, I could have became a full-fledged member of the Dino-Riders team, but I decided not to. I chose poorly. Yeah, let's see. Please allow 6 to 8 weeks for delivery. Offer good only in the United States. This is prepared to the law. That's so funny. All right, so we open this thing up, and it's a comic. Now, what's interesting about this comic is that this is like this shows a lot of the Series 2 characters. So it shows the Gallimimus. It shows the little Protoceratops. And then it shows like these other dinosaurs, which we'll see in a minute in the middle. Because the middle of the book, the comic is okay. I mean, it's a story. I mean, Marvel Comics did a story too. They had, I don't know how, I remember reading their stories. The Marvel Comics Dino-Riders book was weird. Like, there's an episode when some guy gets merged with like dinosaur DNA and becomes like a dinosaur man with golden skin. He's got a creepy face with no nose and a stegosaurus tail. It's freaking weird. When you decide to go a little nuts, go on Google and we'll go read some Dino-Riders comic books and you can cry in your sleep tonight. So here we see all the first wave lineup plus the second wave lineup. So we've got to turn off the flash again because the glare is too much. So now Brontosaurus, Diplodocus, now that's the thing. That's the biggie right there. Where is it? Oh, wait, was that it? That is? Okay, I don't even think that's an accurate depiction of it either. I think this is, one says the Brontosaurus. Yeah, with Icon, Vector, Serena, and Ace. Wow, came with 4 people. This is that giant set they have. If you go on eBay and look, I've seen it at toy shows like 10 years ago for like $1,500 new in the box. I can only imagine what it's going for now. But this, I don't think that's exactly it. It looks kind of like it. We can focus there, Mr. Camera. No, this is as close as we're going to get. It looks a little bit like that, but this actually looks more like artwork, like a placeholder. Like they didn't actually have like a prototype to show you. Like these other things, like that Stegosaurus looks pretty cool. That's actually, you can tell it's a prototype. Pachycephalosaurus, Gallimimus, Torosaurus, I believe. Oh my god, this, I hate when for some reason when my camera, when the flash isn't on, this thing can't focus. It's very annoying. Who is number 5? Edmontania with Axis. Quetzalcoatlus, Struthomimus. Oh, Struthomimus. I'm sorry. Gallimimus and Struthomimus are very similar. That's a wacky looking dinosaur too. Like, does the guy even ride in that? And it was interesting because like once you get to Series 2, they were doing so many cool looking dinosaurs. It was a shame they didn't all come. They're harder to find now. Now the 13 is the Protoceratops. That one's cool because I think it's neat that it's a small dinosaur, which usually was just like a gunner's station or some sort of mobile weapon, like a siege weapon. But this one, you could ride on it, which I think was neat. That was a cool way to make it a little bit more playable. And I did like how the Rulons always usually came with like traps and stuff. Like the Deinonychus comes with that rock trap to capture dinosaurs, and then the net trap for the flying dinosaurs, and then the log trap, because in case they're just going to walk between the logs. That Kentrosaurus, 18. Kentrosaurus, boom. Monoclonius that has Saurolophus. Plesiarius with Skate, 21. What is that? Oh, I've had that gray little grappling hook that's on its back. I had that for years and never knew what it was from. That's so funny. But yeah, I had because I remember that I had the piece that attaches to that dinosaur, and then that grappling hook thing on top. So they made a lot of cool stuff in this late. Again, and then what sucks is that this is all so like second series guys is the Stegosaurus, the Pachycephalosaurus, the Struthomimus, the Dimetrodon, the Edmontania, and the Protoceratops for the Dino-Riders. And then the, what is this one called again? The Saurolophus. Down too far, sorry. The Saurolophus and the Kentrosaurus and the Plexarius. Those are all second series guys for the Rulons. Which is unfortunate, which means they're hard to find. And since, you know what it is, because they probably weren't getting as many orders from the toy stores as they were. And then they don't have as many, so they're worth more because of the, lack of people buying them, yada, yada, yada. All right, so we're going to take a look at this set. Everybody's falling out. Why? plastic bits. That's probably where the comic book went. Okay. Oh, my goodness. How's it going? Yeah. The eyes are always cool on them. Like they're like clear. They glow in the light. Ah. I'm not a Dino-Rider anymore. I'm eating this guy. No, why? I'm talking to you. Not anymore. I'm free. All right, so Dimetrodon here has very minimal articulation, just a little bit on the legs, and then nothing else anywhere else. I missed the camera shot. Okay, go. I'm a Dimetrodon. And then we have Shado. What the heck, man? How's it going, everybody? I'm Shado with no W, because that's cooler. And I don't know who he is, but I always forget they have knees. I, for some reason, think they were like Sky Commanders didn't have knees or anything. I'm flying around in my invisible chair. Ho ho! Yeah, so they have little knees. No foot pegs, though. I don't see any dates on him. Look at his butt. Not a date to be found. What the hey? When did I come out? You'll never know. Tyco saw fit not to include that. Ha ha. Alright, so this Shado, you can hang out with your Dimetrodon buddy. And we got a little other things here. We have our battle shield, which is hard to open. It sits there pretty decently. So, quick, get behind it so they can't see you. Die, Rulons! I mean, peace through love and good stuff. It's just lasers. They're not really dead. They're fine. They're enslaving dinosaurs, for the love of God. I mean, what am I supposed to do? It's like we're asking them to help. We're at least asking them. So we're gonna sit Shado there. He can chill out. Here's his little chair. One of the lasers, the other laser, and then the little accessories. Oh, the accessories. The accessorize, if you will. Is that good like that? We're gonna be okay. Not gonna fall over on me, camera. Probably will, because that's how things roll here. I gotta get better camera equipment. I gotta say that much. Okay, let's see. What's in this bag? It's a bird stuff. Now, okay, so like we saw that picture on the side of the box, which I'll refer back to briefly. Okay, see those accessories there? Doesn't look like that. Well, except for the ladder, which I broke the other day when I was looking at the set. I was like, no! Gold plastic syndrome. Apparently this is silver plastic syndrome. I was unaware. I feel quite ripped off. Damn it, Tyco, you had one job. And you messed it up. Thanks a lot, Tyco. Good like that? Good there? Good. Close enough. Okay, I can pick it up. So these are the bits for the chair, because you put this on there. Be careful, so nothing explodes in a ball of light. It's just old plastic ready to explode in a day. That's where it becomes annoying, because you want to play with this stuff, but at the same time you're like, it'll die if I touch it. So, this is the ladder. What this was for, I don't have no idea. Like to climb on this, he can't hold it. Is this one of those accessories that like, put a ladder in here. Kids like ladders. So he's cool. He's cool because he comes with some crazy weapons. So like instead of coming with that little like pistol and the other stuff like the other ones do, he comes with this like death harness. I mean, look at this damn thing. It's like time to turn out the Rulons, going after dinosaurs, not on Shadow's watch. It becomes like Rio Blast from Masters of the Universe. It's just like, die, you Rulon scum! It's like every gun I possibly can have against you. It's like, this gun, you're not stopping anything. Harness the powers of these giant cannons on my back. And they can flip behind me. Pay no attention to that possible... Ooh, or it could be a jetpack. There you go. Your imagination, kids. Do what you want. Now, we're not even done yet. Okay, I think there's others. I think he comes with more accessories than I have. Like maybe one more. But here's the thing: we can take off his giant gun death pack, and then we can just say, maybe Shado wants to be a bit more chill. So he's going to wear some armor, some good armor, and then to go help, he's going to use this giant drill hand attachment. I mean, like, good God! I mean, it's time to screw the Rulons, if you know what I mean. Leave the dinosaurs alone. It's like, I'm assuming maybe it's to dig minerals. I don't know. It's sculpted in a cool way. It's got like little doodly beebs on it and stuff, greebles, if you will, for detail. The detail is important. As an artist and sculptor person, I appreciate the time taken to put random greebles on accessories that no one would probably ever see. So thank you, Tyco sculptors. You are seen. So I think there's like one more accessory he comes with. We'll have to go to the internet for that one because I don't even know which one it is. If I was going to do any sort of special effects, like add something in, maybe I'd add it in. We'll see if we can add it in right here, like this. And Chris will remember at the 2-minute mark to put something there. If you see nothing, it means Chris didn't figure it out. Sorry, kids. It didn't work out that way. So I think it's cool. I mean, he's still a fun figure. I mean, it's neat kind of how it comes with these different accessories. But for me, it was weird because every other, Rulon or Dino-Rider I had came with the same accessories. Except the Rulons come with, like, slightly different ones. The Dino-Riders came with slightly different ones. But this is just kind of like Shado was literally like, listen, I'm going to screw you, and I'm going to blast you. Because I can. You know why? Because the Shado knows. The Shado knows, if you will. So we're going to now set him up with Dimetrodon. And to do that, you just take the cresty thing, and it just slides right over like this. It's not complicated. There's no, like, secret trick. It just clicks in place. No, the plastic, why? I think it's the right way. I don't think it makes a difference which way. Does it make a difference? It's like, after all these he is. Okay, so it fits better this way. So I guess it goes that way. And then this gun, these little cool gun implements you can peg on here. Like, this is very low tech, but it works. I mean, it does its job. Oh, I was going to try to put him on. Can you sit on there with this? Shado is ready to wreck shop. No one is getting away with bring box of dinosaurs in my town. Oh yeah, this is like this is just ultimate like assault mode. There's no Tyco. We don't want to put dates on our stuff. Why would we do that? It's not like it's part of the law or anything of making toys. Boom, and now it's all in there. Now I can understand, like, on the cartoon they had like they were hiding behind this, and they'd be like, surprise, there's nobody there, just us Dino-Riders. But this is neat because you can flip these down. Cannon mode. And then you take him, oh god, stand him up, spin him around, do a little spoodly-doo, and now Shado's ready to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And guess what? I'm all out of bubblegum. That's right. Shado is not playing around. Shado, not even Shado. He's not effing around anymore. He's tired of it, and he wants to take out some Rulons. He's pretty crazy, man. He's gonna kill us all. I'm here for it. I'm a carnivore dinosaur, by the way. No, put that down. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's not bad. Here's the thing. Dino-Riders aren't bad toys. I've owned this thing for almost 4 decades. So while it's cool and I can gush about it on camera a little bit, at the end of the day, if I sold this, I wouldn't be crying every day wondering where my Dimetrodon with Shado is. It's cool, I can appreciate it, and part of the reason why I do these videos is to really look at what in my collection and see what stuff I really do want to keep and what stuff I wouldn't mind selling. You know, like, it's one of those things when you're a toy... Like I've heard other people like Jay from Geek Dad Life and Dan Larson on their podcast, the Toy Geeks they do, which is great. Go listen to it. And look up Geek Dad Life and Secret Galaxy here on YouTube. Awesome guys. And it's interesting to me because like I'm one of those weird mutant collectors where I never stopped buying toys. So from the time I was a little kid, like a baby and being given toys from parents and relatives, to the time I'm now a 44-year-old man, I've been getting toys. A lot of collectors had like a brief period where they stopped because they were like too old for it and didn't want them anymore. And like, I'm too old for toys. I'm about sports and girls now or something. And they just stopped, and then they got back into it when they got in college, or they were like, I want to get toys again. Like, they became like, they weren't like as bummed. Like, it didn't make them feel weirded out. I felt weirded out sometimes, but I just didn't care. So I've been buying toys since in the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, and then now in the 2020s. So for me, it's just part of my day-to-day life. And if I have toys for decades, like with Dimetrodon with Shado here, I have no problem selling them at some point if I should choose, like the Savage Mondo Blitzers review I did the other day. Those are cool toys. I like them all, but and again, I never owned them. I used to look at them in my little Kenner Action toy guides for years, and then now finally I got to have some in my hand. So that to me, at the end of the day, it's about experiencing the toys, having fun with things I never got to have. And Dino-Riders, I've had plenty of experience with them over the years. I owned them up until maybe, I think I sold my other ones in 2021 maybe. So this was the last holdout. He's going to stick around probably for a little bit longer, but if the time comes to sell him, I will. Yes, and I won't be sad about it. Says you. I don't even know where I'm going to go. It's okay, Shado. You're a cool action figure. You got giant cannons on your back and a Dimetrodon death machine. You'll fit along fine. Says you. What if I can't get to work again? Oh, my weird blue eyes. Why are his eyes so blue? Spice must flow. Spice must flow. No, we're not going into Dune references here. I haven't even seen the movie. Any of them. So, in closing, I definitely say if you are in the market for some Dino-Rider wacky fun, and you have the opportunity to pick up Shado and the Dimetrodon here, I would definitely go for it. It's a fun little set. It's cool to add to your Dino-Riders like display or your army building if you're doing something like that. And it has lots of cool play features. Just be aware that there are other accessories that come with this guy that are different, and try to get all of them if you can. If not, like look on eBay. I mean, putting together things like this are hard. I've seen people with these accessories where these things just snap because this is all hard ABS plastic. This is softer PVC plastic, but it's metallic, and metallic plastic is swirled, and that usually lends to things, breaking like this. The rest of it seems fine. Like I'm bending it like a maniac. But if I took this and bent it in half, you could see. I do this so you don't have to, okay? Like the stress marks on this thing, it would be destroyed in 2 seconds. Because you're supposed to, attach it together. But it was also my fault because I had it in the attic for so many years. And heat is kryptonite to plastic. It does nothing good for it. Yeah, because it was supposed to, attach together like that. Or something. It seems like they had room left on the mold tree. They're like, yeah, put a ladder in there. Kids like ladders. That'll work. So again, this is Tyco's 1988 Dino-Riders Dimetrodon and Shado Dino-Rider. As usual, like and subscribe, comment below. I always enjoy chit-chatting with you guys. And remember if you have the opportunity, make sure to harness the power of Dino-Riders.